Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we are building up our forces and preparing for a few rather large conflicts. In particular, we want to fight our way up this way to here, and we want to take some territory over this way. Is this uninhabitable? Some areas are, some are not. Okay. Technically... Is this independent? Arabia Felix Orientalis. I think this is an independent province here. They give tribute to Hadramut. Interesting. So Katabia is now a city with a supply limit of 20, and we are going to go ahead and build ourselves a fortress right here. Pretender to become king and a friend of the marshal just died. I'm okay with this. The question becomes, do we go with the Blessing of Aluza again, or do we go with Oratalt? We still need a lot of manpower. I think we go with Aluza for one more round, and that should get us the manpower that we need. Theoretically. I hope. Okay, let's go for heavy cavalry here. We're just going for 555 for each of our 4 or 5 armies. I haven't, strictly speaking, decided if we're going to have a Guanaran and Axumite army, but we probably will. We probably will. Now, our current income is a little on the low side. That said, our army maintenance is currently inflated by 33% because we are drilling. So that's the thing. Realistically, how much does each of these armies cost in maintenance? Monthly maintenance is 0.17, 0.17, and 0.43. So 2.5 and we'll call it 0.75 and 0.75 for 1.5. So we'll say that each monthly cost per army at 15, or at 555 even, is somewhere around 4 gold per month. And that would seem to about pan out. The Nectanabids are currently considered scorned. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, regardless, we'll give them a job as soon as we can. Axum is 96 reasons away from feudatory status at this point. They were a lot closer before, but potential strength of -25, negative stability of -1, rank of -20. So if we get ranked up, then they'll probably accept it, realistically, is my theory. We are going to need to continue recruiting heavy cav over here. Military restructuring by the General of the Puntian Army. He would gain 5 loyalty. Command restructuring, he may become more ambitious. We've had issues with this guy in the past. This would lose him 10 loyalty. He is gaining loyalty every month. So this should be okay. Right? He's still gaining loyalty? Yes. Okay. It'll recover. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and get another unit of heavy cav as soon as we can, which is right now. That'll bring us up to 12k over there. And I do think that I am probably going to end up building 2 total additional armies. We are going to need to conquer other areas over here. So I feel like we'd have like an Arabia East and an Arabia West army. Ultimately. And then a Guanaran and Axumite army. And then ultimately those would like go these directions. Hello, what's going on here? Alut is being occupied by Kush. Okay. Well, that seems fine. The main thing I'm worried about right now is our income. That said, we could do some investment in, say, slave estates. down over this direction. So this would give us how much? Let's see here. Local slave output and population capacity. That's not very helpful, if I'm honest. We'll do that. We'll build one in Saqqara. Also, in this city here, we could think about potentially building an academy. That wouldn't be an awful thing to build. I don't know. We'll see. For right now, I'm reasonably content with what we've done. Our army maintenance is definitely getting up there. That's to be expected. Like, the vast majority of our income will ultimately be spent on military forces. As long as we are in the black, that's what really matters. How's our loyalty doing here? Quite well, in fact. How's our conversion doing here? It's okay, only 7 Arabians left. They're pretty much all following the Arabic religion, but we are on pop conversion. So let's check in here. There's no progress in this province on conversion. I wonder why. That's interesting. Well, down here, we are Kemetic. And we are converting and assimilating down here, so that's good. The province of Mosleon is currently 57 Axumite culture groups, but we are converting them from Microbian to Axumite currently. So that's all well and good. Let's go ahead and recruit in another unit of heavy cavalry. And then the question becomes, when do we actually consider declaring this war? Because we need to take back this Saba province and maybe kick Kataba out of this area and have them just be back here. Maybe take over Saba in its entirety. That is impassable terrain there. Okay. Yeah, that is something that needs to happen. Would we be able to do that with just the Puntian and Katabian army? I would consider that unlikely. We'd declare on Saba, and Ma'in and Kataba would both join. 18 and 20 and 21. I mean, with Mercs we could maybe pull it off. Let's go ahead and get another unit of heavy cavalry in here, and we're only going to need one more. Just as soon as we've got the manpower, and then this army is good to go. I think for now, all we're going to do is put up one Axumite army of 15k. And we're going to need to swap over to taxes with the next blessing, for sure. But we've still got manpower recovery speed for a while yet. So we're going to continue growing our manpower for a bit. And I kind of feel like we could maybe move the Mosulite army up over this direction. Let's see, supply limit of 19 here. We have a weight of 15. We could move the Mosulite army over here for a temporary sort of thing. Like, realistically, we're not going to need an army down here for very long, right? Because, I mean, we've got Aponia who can take care of themselves, and then we've got basically nothing down here in terms of enemies. So this army is going to need to be relocated relatively soon. We could make this perhaps be a Sabin army. Yeah, we could do that. Sabin army. There we go. And we'll go ahead and relocate this up into Arabia. There we go. And once that gets there, it'll be fine. But I don't think we need anything down here, because, like, Aponia is super loyal, and it's still growing. They can take care of stuff down over here. We can always start integration on them at any time. Should we do that now? I feel like maybe we do. Let's do it. Trade hub developing. That's fine. Axumite citizen appearing in Mundus, or a freeman, or a slave, or just local population growth. For 20 years. I feel like we're going to get more than 2 pops out of that, so we're going to go with that. Okay, the Saban army is coming up here. Its job will be to go up this way, take on Saba and Mayin, and then the Katabian army's job would be to take on Kataba over this way. And then once this is done, maintain this border and potentially reinforce over here if necessary. Although I think reinforcing over here would really be the Puntian army's job. So let's go ahead and get one more unit of heavy cavalry over here. And then we're going to need to start making the Axumite army next. But we definitely have designs on these Arabian nations. There's no doubt about that. Like, I really think that that's probably going to be our next move. Once we take that, maybe we'll grow from a regional power into a... what do they call it? They call it a... Hang on, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. I think they call it a great power anyway. Here it is. Major power. That's what they call it. We may upgrade to a major power once we take this territory over here. I don't know. That's maybe a bit of a long shot, but we'll have to see. A researcher just died. We need a researcher for martial advances, and the best one is actually a member of the Scorned family, which is super convenient. I'll happily take that. Are these guys still considering themselves Scorned? Apparently they are. Okay. So we're taking this over, and if we have issues, we can always hire Ahmed's mercenaries here. That's not a huge deal. So the next thing to do is to start recruitment up over here in Axum. So as soon as we have enough, which should be this month tick. There we go. Let's get ourselves a unit of skirmishers over here, and we'll call this the Axumite army. And I think we'll hold off for now on a Guanaran army, and we'll rename this from... Actually, maybe we should just call this the Guanaran army, and then when we take over Axum, we'll make this be the Axumite army. That might not be the worst idea. I did not want you to put that at the end. Guanaran army. There we go. Fantastic. We do need a leader here, and this guy is Scorned. I don't expect this guy to actually be fighting anytime soon. He's going to be primarily drilling, so it should be okay. Excellent. Fantastic. Our Saban army is going to be in position soon. And I do think we grow up to 20k. But maybe like 2 units of heavy cavalry and 3 units of light infantry. Heavy cavalry is just so good. It's also so expensive. But we can back off on that when we get access... Oh, hello. Alut is going to have access to iron very soon. Euclid gained dysentery. Okay. Have fun with that, Euclid. Regardless, we have a little ways to go yet before the Guanaran army is up to snuff. And then we can grow these up to 20k, and then we can look at attacking over here. A horde is coming out of this desert. That's going to be a little annoying for them. I wonder if hordes come out of these deserts. We haven't actually seen that. Okay. Nothing right now, but there may be something eventually down here. Well, let's go ahead and get this army raised, and very soon we're going to be fighting these guys over here. We've just about gotten ourselves to the point where we are ready to do that, but we just need to continue drilling for right now. And then once we have all 4 of our armies up to 20k, then, and we're currently losing money. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll have to do something about that. For right now, let's go ahead and hop in our economy tab. And we're going to cut our fort maintenance for right now. That'll be a stopgap until such a time as our manpower recovery speed expires. That should be okay. And then until we're at such a time as we have 20k in each, and then bank up a little bit of manpower, we'll fight these guys at that point. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.